Hi everyone watching, and hi everyone here at our home studio at Erotico on Church Street. This is the first time we film live in front of a lovely audience, so please give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for being here. Thank you. With me are reporters Lorenzo Pagnotta and Ryan Bowa, and this is the last episode of our season, and it's going to be a very special one. Actually, before I go any further, I want Mark to come here. Mark, get in front of the camera with me. Come here. Everyone, this is Mark Terra. And Mark is our lovely director who's been doing the 11 episodes, including this one, with me. And he's the guy usually waving frantically behind the camera because I'm keeping screwing up. So, thank you. Okay, you can go now. Okay, bye. Go back. And this is Misconception Live, and today is all about misconception. We're going to talk to this remarkable artist about a 16-year career in the industry. And Lorenzo and Ryan are going to be talking to some special guests who are integral to the career of Misconception. We're going to take a little break. We're going to get the set ready for a sit down, and we're going to be back with a very special guest, the great Misconception. Yeah! Hi everyone, welcome to On the Couch. We are with the lovely Misconception.
Hello!
All right, Misconception. You are back, just got back from a tour.
I did, I just got back from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. This is my 5th year there, I'm going on my 6th year.
Nice.
And I do the show at the Palm Cabaret.
Okay.
And I've
What's
been
the
there.
show about?
This year's show is called Misconceptions. Misconception Goes to the Movies. Last year was The Wonderful World of Misconception. I change my show every year to stay fresh.
What's the difference between the two?
Well, the Wonderful World of Misconception was a Disney show.
Disney.
Yes, all Disney characters. Okay. And the Misconception Goes to the Movies is all classics like Wizard of Oz, Beetlejuice, Pee Wee Herman, and
Pee Wee Herman.
I know, it's so fun.
That was funny.
So it's
cool.
It's so fun.
And they love you there, I'm sure.
Oh, it's amazing. It's my second home.
Second home.
Totally.
Cool. How did this touring thing start?
This touring thing started because of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Yeah. I went down there to the beef dip with my friend Cameron, and the beef dip is all about bears, not sandwiches, even though I love sandwiches. And I went down there on a vacation, and I said to the owner, I said, I would like to do a show here. And he says, well, what do you do? And I said, well, I sing live and dance around and change costumes on stage, and poof, I was a fairy in Mexico. It was you know, it's crazy how it happened. And then he phoned me in July and he said, are you serious about coming here? And now I'm going on my 6th season at the Palm Cabaret.
You just booked a new tour?
I did.
What is that?
Crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy. I just booked a tour with Brand G Vacations. That's brandgvacations.com. And I'm going to be going to France. I'm going to be doing Nice to Paris on a river cruise. I know, isn't it crazy?
You're international now.
I know, it's insane. I actually did Spain to Portugal last year.
Okay.
And
you did?
I'm also doing Prague to Budapest and Turkey to Athens with Brand G as well.
Yeah.
Like crazy, right?
So let's talk about community organizations that you worked with or helped with your stuff.
I've done a lot of fundraising and organizations over the years. Two that stand out are the People with AIDS Foundation Friends for Life Bike Rally, which I rode my bike all the way from Toronto to Montreal, and my friend Harvey Malinsky, who's here tonight, was the one that kind of pushed me and said, you need to do this, and I was not having it.
You rode and you raised money for that?
I actually rode my bike, and I did a show halfway through.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
On the road?
Yeah, on the road in Kingston. We do a show there every single year.
Okay.
And the other organization I work with is Fife House. Okay. And it's fifehouse.org. And it's also wonderful. They have my own comfort fund.
I just heard.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
I know. It's about 5 years now. It's called the Misconception Resident Comfort Fund. And it's helping people get back on their feet with medication or starter packages, maybe some mattresses, some linen, some cutlery, or whatever they need to get back on their feet after they've been sick. Right. So yeah, it's incredible. It's really
good
fun.
and inspiring work.
Thank you.
You also work with a lot of prides. Name some you worked with.
I've done Durham Pride. I've done the wonderful Toronto Pride, Winnipeg Pride, which I just got back from.
Niagara this week.
Niagara was this week as well, and I'll be doing Hamilton, Halifax, and I've done Edmonton Pride. So I've almost been Across.
All right.
I'd like to do
Are you doing
Vancouver.
You're doing Pride Toronto this year? No.
I'm
You're
not
out.
because I'm going to Paris.
You're going out.
Yeah, I'm going to do the river cruise. But I did Pride for 16 years. It's going to be kind of different, but you can't turn down Paris, right?
No.
Yeah.
I would go away.
Yeah, right.
You're working on a new project?
I am. I'm working on my new show, which
What is that?
will be presented in Mexico on January 19th next year, in 2017 at the Pond
So that's where
Cabaret.
you're launching it?
I launched
Not
it
in
every
Toronto?
year. I don't. You know,
You
I
bitch.
launch my show, right? I always launch my shows in Mexico because I just, work out the tweaks, work out all the stuff. It's like a preview.
And then come here
And then I tour
already.
it. Yeah, and it's going to be called The Immaculate Conception. And it's the best of misconception. All 5 of my shows combined into one with 20 costume changes.
Did you say something about fairy tales and stuff like that?
Oh yeah,
That's what I
I'm
read.
writing a show. I'm actually writing 2 shows right now. One is going to be about fairy tales.
Okay. So like characters from fairy tales?
Like Little Red Riding Hood.
You're doing that? Okay.
Little Bo Peep, and I also am writing a TV show about.
TV show?
Well, not writing a TV show. But I'm going to be doing a show with TV show characters like Karen from
Oh,
Rolling
oh.
Grays, Lucille Ball, all live singing. All my
wow.
shows on the road are all live singing.
Oh my God, you can
Yeah.
have a lot of characters.
I have a lot of
things.
ideas
Yeah,
in this head. It
nice.
doesn't stop spinning.
Beautiful. Before we take a break, I just want to congratulate you on being nominated for LGBTQ Person of the Year for the Inspire Awards.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
well deserved.
Thank you.
Very,
It
very
was
well deserved.
an honor.
Well,
Mind blowing.
you're talented, but you also do a lot and give a lot to the community, so very, very well deserved.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, we're going to take a little break, commercial. We'll be right back with the lovely and talented and amazing Misconception.
Hi everyone, I'm Lorenzo Pagnotta, and I'm here today with Daniel Diamond, Kevin's ex, and the two share a long history together. Kevin actually credits you with starting his career. Maybe you could tell us a bit about that story.
I don't feel that I started his career in any way. I feel like it may have been a big part in the sense that I was most of the time pretty tough on him. Tough love. I kind of told him straight. I was always, could tell him, no, don't do that. I was always pushing him to do more, to say, no, you're worth more than that. Even if it came down to a dollar amount that you're charging. The energy that he put into everything just, I felt, needed to be more. He needed to be elevated. He needed to, get away from being a drag queen to really focusing more on his energy and his performance. And so sometimes I was a real prick, if I can say that. And I was, and I know that I was. And I think he appreciates that because I've always too, and even to this day, will tell him exactly how it is, whether he wants to hear it or not. And I think he's always respected that.
You had a store together.
We did.
Tell us more.
Yeah, it was very difficult in Toronto to find even like shoes. Everybody was wearing the same pair of one shoes that they could find, and there's so many more other things out there. So really, the store came about. How do we get you more things cheaply? So we opened a store. Wholesale accounts. We were able to buy shoes and wigs and expand into clothing. It led into having costumers make things for him. By doing that, opened up a much bigger spectrum. It was more of it was more something to see on stage. If you're looking at a whole package put together.
Where do you see Misconception going next?
Well, I think that the sky's the limit, really. The more Misconception gets out there and does more people are going to witness her talent, want to be part of it, want to have her as part of their experiences. It's very rarely you'll hear anyone say anything bad. I think, the cruises, the touring, the doing around the world is amazing, and I think continuing to do that as a passion is amazing, and I don't see where that would actually ever stop. Even if one day Misconception couldn't hit the stage, I'm sure that the talents and the know-how that she has would be able to pass that on to others. I would love to see Conception's Cabaret, because I'm sure people would come from all over the world to see her.
Thank you for sharing so much with us today, and thank you for being here, Daniel.
Thank you.
And we are back, lovely people, with Misconception. You're very talented.
Thank you. Very much.
Why did you choose to put your talent in drag?
I always wanted to become a broad. I knew I always wanted to be on stage.
Okay.
And then when I came to the Gay Village, I saw my first drag queen on stage, and I said, "Wow, that looks like a lot of fun." And poof, I'm a fairy.
How did you start?
At Zippers. Zippers,
Good
Cell
place.
Block. I started there on May 14th, 2000.
Wow, you remember
I know,
the
isn't
day.
that crazy?
What
That's
was it,
pretty
a
sad.
contest?
No, I was just really good friends with Lena Overe and Felicia and JJ Murray,
Okay.
who are classic and wonderful, fantastic drag queens. Felicia, God
Old
rest
days,
in peace.
absolutely.
And I said to Felicia, a good friend of mine at the time, I said, I want to do drag. And she said, all right, come in next week. And so I got a whole bunch of people together. Someone did my hair. I got a dress from the $20 store. I wore a belly top back then. That's not happening now. Woo! I know what Greenpeace is. Screw that. And all of a sudden, I came on stage, did my first performance, loved it. And actually, my sister was there that night, and so were my wonderful uncles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who was your drag influence?
There's two people that were major influence on my drag career. One was Scarlet Fever, because I thought she was the most gorgeous creature.
She is.
She is gorgeous. She was the most gorgeous drag queen I ever seen. Yeah. And when she was Miss Bailey's, I was mind blown. I was just like, I want to be pretty like her one day. And the other one that really influences me is the wonderful Christopher Peterson. Nice. Christopher Peterson's an incredible live singer, and he's based in Key West now at a club called La Tida. And he
one
is
of the originals.
He really is just amazing. Yeah. He's professional and always looks great. A live singer. He does all his costume changes behind the screen. I do mine before your eyes with Tearaways, but he really was a major influence to me in my career.
In your opinion, why do a lot of gay men and maybe some straight women like drag queens? What do we like? What do you find attractive about them?
I think it's the costumes. I think it's and I also think the music
flair,
too, because every gay man is just like,
show.
oh yeah, Katy Perry. You know, they'll have some they'll queen out in front of them, and then all the straight girls, fruit flies. They'll dance around and have a good time. But I definitely think the music and the costumes. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like to dress up for Halloween 300 days of the year?
What challenges do you think is in drag?
Challenges?
Yeah, what challenges do you face?
There's a lot of different challenges trying to be accepted in your own community, because gay communities are very harsh, I think. I mean, we love each other, but they can be very harsh. Other drag queens can be very harsh on each other. You know, we don't like her, she doesn't fit in, she's ugly, you know, and it's awful to think that way, but it does happen. I think that's definitely a challenge. I also think I was very blessed, though, to meet wonderful partners. My ex-partner for many years is here tonight, Dan, in the audience. But it's tough to be a drag queen and have a dating social life, because a lot of gay men are, you know, I'm masculine and I can't date a drag queen, and meanwhile I'm more masculine than them. But I think that's definitely a challenge, is the dating life.
Can you share with us a fun or crazy story from the road?
A fun or crazy story. I have a crazy story about Brand G Vacations. Okay. When I was in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, my first year, I was doing a show, and I remember being in the audience. I remember before I came out on stage, they said to me they wanted to cancel the show because there was only 10 people in the audience. And they usually cancel about 15 people. Okay. And I said, well, what if these people came, you know, to see me and they never see me again or something like that? And they said, well, we usually cancel it. It's not worth it to keep it open. And I stuck my ground and I said, no, we're going to do the show. And it just so happened that Jeff and Troy from Brand G Vacations were
in the audience?
They were in the audience that night, and look at me now. I'm touring Europe with them.
How do you choose your numbers?
I choose my numbers a lot based on Broadway. I'm a Broadway girl myself. I mean, we started Woody's 9 years ago with the Misconception Stage to Screen show, and then now it's called the Hollywood Broadway show. But I choose my numbers based on Broadway. I used to go to New York every single year and see every Broadway show and get ideas from that and costumes. But for the live shows, I choose what the audience would like to see. Because it's not about me, it's about the audience. You know, as much as it is about the impersonator, and they like to think that way, it's like you may like that song, but the audience thinks it sucks. So you have to think about characters that people are going to go, oh, I love that character, or they're very familiar.
I noticed that when you played at Niagara a couple of days ago, you were playing to the audience. It was the audience who the numbers were things that the audience would find popular. things
Yeah,
that they would
yeah.
like.
I think that's very important.
All right.
You have to make sure that the audience feels like a part of the show, not distance from you.
Very good. Do you write your own jokes?
I don't know where they come from half the time.
You were so quick on your feet.
Half the time my jokes come from because I'm hungover. Just kind of like, oh girl, it's rough in here.
No, they were really smart jokes. No, don't give yourself
sometimes
credit.
I don't know. They just come. I mean,
Okay. Do you find it gets easier as you're?
oh, for sure.
Of course.
I remember the first time I ever tried to talk on a microphone. I was like, I couldn't talk to the audience at all. Now I'm just like, give me the microphone.
Do you consider yourself a drag queen, an entertainer, a comedian, an artist? All the above?
I consider myself all the above. There's a big thing. People always say to me, they always say, you're not a drag queen, you're an entertainer, which is true.
That's what I was thinking when I was writing
I am
this
an entertainer, but it comes down to I am a drag queen. I'm dressed as girl.
All right, we're gonna switch now to a different line of questions. Personal.
Personal.
Yeah.
Dun.
What's your boy's name?
Kevin Levesque. Kevin Robert Levesque.
Tell us a little bit tell the audience a little bit about your upbringing. Where were you raised? Your background?
I grew up in Mississauga, Ontario.
Wow, here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, right? Yeah. And I was born in Etobicoke, so I guess I was born in Toronto.
Okay.
And I grew up with a wonderful family who's here tonight. My mom and my dad.
I know.
My
I
sister.
can't believe you've got your.
Yeah, my
family
other
here.
sister lives up north. She couldn't be here because she's got 4 kids. She's
So how
she's
many
not
siblings do
breastfeeding
you have?
anymore. She's not breastfeeding, but so
How many siblings?
I have two older sisters.
Sisters.
Two
no
older
brothers.
sisters.
All
Yeah,
right.
they beat me up as a child. It was awful. No, I'm joking. But I grew up with an amazing family. We were always very loved. We didn't grow up rich, but we definitely always had a great upbringing. My parents always made sure we had a great Christmas. My parents always made sure we went on a great vacation. We went to Disney when I was 12 years old. And I think that's when I knew I was gay. I saw Cinderella and I was like, woo, they can have my dress!
I was going to say, are they accepting? But they're here, so they must be accepting.
Right.
They can be more accepting than being
Oh,
here.
they are. They come to all my shows.
Nice.
Completely. And they come to Mexico. I can't keep them away from Mexico.
What's your background, heritage-wise?
My background, we are Scottish and French.
Scottish? French?
Yes,
Of
French.
course, French. Yeah, your
Oui,
last
oui,
name.
oui, on the way home. Hey.
Who's your life influence? Your mother, better say that.
Yeah, right. My mother and
Oh, your
father.
dad, yeah.
No,
Yeah?
Yeah, totally.
That's
totally.
awesome. That's
My mother and father are still together after so many amazing. How many years?
Yeah!
It's awful that I don't know how many years. I believe they've been together for 41 years.
No?
39. Yeah, it's close enough. Close
Nice. You, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself hopefully spending still in Mexico, of course, because I love Mexico's my second home.
You do? Yeah.
I do. I love it. It's amazing, and I've met so many wonderful people. I see myself, and I'm dreaming, and I know it's going to happen. I see myself in Provincetown. I've been trying to get into Provincetown for. This is for you, Provincetown.
There you go.
I've been trying to get into Provincetown with my live shows for quite some time now, and I think very slowly I'm going to get in there and spend the whole summers there, and you can make a great living and meet so many amazing connections, and that's where I see myself. And of course, doing all the
Touring
cruise
through
ships
Europe
and touring through
yeah.
Europe, and I did apply
Maybe your own show?
for. Yeah, you never know. Maybe RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows if they'll accept me? But definitely.
Misconceptions, Drag Race.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. And one day I'd like to own Conception's Cabaret.
What inspires you, Misconception?
Yeah, I get such a thrill off of the audience. They are the ones that make you in a great mood. You know, you could go out and lip sync the same song or sing the same song 100 times, but it's the audience's reactions that inspire me. When they smile and they're laughing and they're giggling and they're clapping along and they're all a part of the show, it's incredible.
The LGBTQ community. What are we doing right? What could we do better?
What are we doing right? I think we're doing a lot right. I think we're standing our ground and being proud of who we are, and I think we are a community, the gay community all around the world. We always are fundraising for HIV or cancer or any sort of thing.
So we stick together.
We do. We stick together. What could we do better?
Yeah.
I think that what I just mentioned. I think we could stop
Be nicer to each other.
bullying
Yeah.
each other in our community.
And with that wonderful statement, we're going to take a little break, have a commercial, and we'll be right back.
Ryan Boa here for On the Couch. I'm with two very special guests, Trisha Levesque, Kevin's mom, and Harvey Malinsky, one of Kevin's greatest and most avid supporters. Mom, we want to know all the gossip. How was Kevin as a child? Was he a little troublemaker or what?
Yeah, I would be lying if I said no. Yes, he was. He was quite mischievous. Always seemed to find spots to get into, from climbing out windows to painting our house. It never ended.
So Harvey, why, how, and when did you fall in love with Misconception?
Why, how, and when? I guess I've been involved in the community for a number of years. I've been into enjoying drag shows for a long time, and I sort of missed Misconception over the first couple of years. And just before I got involved with the bike rally, Friends for Life bike rally, I came into Woody's and I saw Kevin's show and I thought, wow, look at the energy, look at the talent, look at this person and how he interacts with the audience. I was just blown away, and I guess from that very first show that I saw him in, I don't think I've missed one since. I just keep going back, and each show, I mean, people think you go back every week and it's the same thing. He may repeat some of the songs, but there's always a different delivery. There's always a different response from the audience. And if you're having a low day and you want to get a lift, go see one of his shows. You walk away smiling and you've forgotten what your troubles were that day. So yeah, he's an amazing entertainer.
So, Mom, did you see the creativity at a young age?
Oh, yes. Kevin has always been full of energy. My husband wanted to put him into hockey when he was younger, but he was only interested in the vending machines after. So we found an outlet for him in Drum and Bugle Corps, but he was upset because he couldn't get to twirl the flags. So we put him into Mississauga Youth Theatre, and he loved it. He loved being on stage. He danced around the house dressed up in my clothes with his hair up in ponytails, being Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, there was creativity there.
Harvey, you've been a great supporter. What did you get him involved in?
When I first saw him, as I said, I was just getting involved with the Friends for Life bike rally, and that's a 660 kilometer ride to Montreal. And I knew that Kevin could do this, and I challenged him, and he resisted, but finally convinced him that yes, he could do it, and we went out and did our training rides together. And Tuesday nights in Kingston, which is the third day of the bike rally, it's sort of a slow day, and they're always looking for something to do. So I put together a show and asked Kevin if he would entertain that evening. And so after doing 2.5 days of bike riding, arriving in Kingston, having a little bit of a rest, he went to Stages, which can house at least 400 people, put on his drag and came out and gave one of the most amazing shows. He took over the stage. It's an old vaudevillian theater, and he just took over the whole stage, and the audience, the visitors from Kingston were totally amazed, and it is now reputed as being one of the best nights of the rally. It's what people look forward to, and this year we're doing it on Tuesday, July 26th, and we're taking buses from Toronto to Montreal, or to Kingston, if anyone wants to join us. $40 a ticket return.
What do you think makes Misconception special, and where do you see her in the future?
Where do I see him in the future? I think Kevin has shown a steady growth over the last number of years. I think that whatever he sets his mind to, be it off Broadway, I think that all you're going to see is him taking one step more each year and achieving a lot more each year. There's nothing but success in the future for Kevin, and I can see him way up there. I don't know where it's going to end, but he'll continue to rise.
I want to thank you guys for coming to the show today.
Thank you.
I'm Ryan Boa. Until next time.
And we are back from commercial, lovely people, and we've got Misconception here, and we're gonna start wrapping up the show with our regular quick questions. So, first thing, favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite season?
Fall. I'm fat.
Favorite cuisine?
Favorite Chinese food.
Chinese? Cool.
I love it. So cool.
Favorite bar on Church Street? I'm kidding. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Right.
You'll be boycotted.
Woody's. So
There we go.
okay.
Somewhere you would like to travel to? You haven't seen?
Australia.
Nice.
A dream.
Actually, imagine performing in Australia.
I imagine
We
it.
want to see you
and
there.
I hope it happens.
Maybe on the Mardi Gras. Yeah.
You never know, right? You never know.
Favorite singer?
Celine Dion. Woo!
Nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Your favorite actor?
Meryl Streep.
Actor.
Actor. Denzel Washington.
Okay. Actress?
Meryl Streep. She's great.
Your favorite drag-themed movie?
My favorite drag-themed movie, Stonewall. Not the new one.
All right.
The original.
Your favorite line of fashion wear?
Oh, God. I don't have a sense of fashion.
What are you talking about?
My favorite line of fashion wear. Oh gosh, that's a stumper. That's a stumper.
Hey, get a stump.
I do like Calvin Klein stuff. The women's Calvin, not men's.
Are you a fan of Sex and the City?
I am. I love the show.
All right.
Love it.
Who do you love most?
I'm
Who
Samantha.
You're Samantha?
I'm Samantha.
You're the Samantha.
Yeah. I'm not a slut though. I'm not a slut. I wish I was though. I wish I was.
Are you a fan of Ab Fab?
I am. I
Which
can't wait for
one?
the new movie.
Patsy O'Neal.
I'm a fan
Which one are
of
you?
Patsy.
You're Patsy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just love the character.
Cool.
And do you know,
I know,
she's 70.
I know.
Joanne Lumley.
I just saw that a couple of days
Insane.
ago. Like, how did that?
Mind blowing.
Okay. And last piece of advice to somebody who wants to get into the drag career, what would you say to them?
I would say, don't be bitter and don't be jaded. You know,
I thought you were going to say don't.
Yeah, no, don't be bitter. You know, it's tough. It's very tough.
Okay.
But have a
Perseverance?
great attitude.
Nice.
Have a great attitude. Don't be negative. Always have a positive attitude, and you'll go far.
And misconception, last words to the LGBTQ community.
Last words.
Yeah.
Be yourself and have a fabulous time. You only get one life.
And sadly, we come to the end of our time together. Thank you, Kevin, Misconception,
very
for being
much.
here. You were lovely.
Thank
you, all our studio guests, for being here. Give yourselves another round of applause. And thank you, everyone at home, for watching us for the last 11 episodes. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our channel, and we love you. See you in September after a short summer hiatus. Take good care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you on the couch for having me here today. Thank you to my brother Misconception and all the hard work that he does. He's an amazing performer and I'm so very proud of him.
Thank you on the couch, Antoine, Misconception, for a fabulous afternoon, and I look forward to seeing my friend on and off stage and all the success that's going to come forward.
Hey, that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for letting us be part of the crowd. And Misconception, I saw you singing live at the bike rally and you sang Sweet Transvestite. Amazing voice, amazing performer, and I'm really glad I was able to see the show today. Thank you.